Skip it up and that up. So even though Grand Theft Auto 5 for the Xbox One and PS4 is a 7th gen re-release, albeit a very good re-release, I love the first person mode in Grand Theft Auto 5, it is still killing it and selling like crazy. Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold more than 45 million copies since its release in September 2013, where it started out just on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. However, it must be said, because I'm sure there's a lot of videos and articles out there that are misreading this, these are figures that are sold to retailers, not directly to consumers. And the most shocking and surprising number, not that I'm saying I didn't think the game wasn't going to do well on the PS4 and Xbox One, is that nearly 10 million units of the 8th gen console versions of GTA 5 have been sold since its launch on November 18th, 2014. Now, I'm not a diehard Grand Theft Auto fan. Some of the installments of the series I found great, some I found boring. But there's no doubt that Rockstar is a very talented development team and they put together a great game. But there's another reason why Grand Theft Auto always seems to do well. And that's because Take-Two and Rockstar don't shove Grand Theft Auto down your throats. I put some numbers together here. I'm going to compare Grand Theft Auto to Call of Duty. Not that they're not apples and oranges. They're two totally different kinds of games. But here you'll understand what I mean in a second. Now, let's start with Grand Theft Auto. The series first came to life in 1997. That was 18 years ago. And there's been 7 console installments. Okay, let's conclude PC too. PC and console installments of the series in the past 18 years. Okay, I know there was portable games like Chinatown Wars, but I'm not including those. I'm just talking major console releases. There was 7 of them since 1997, which to some of you probably sounds like prehistoric times. Now let's look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty first came to life in 2003 on the PC. That's 6 years after Grand Theft Auto. And in that short period of time, there has been 12 console releases of Call of Duty. 12. There's been 12 in 12 years, almost double. There's been double the amount of Call of Duty games made as there are Grand Theft Auto games, and the Call of Duty series is 6 years newer. You see what I'm getting at here? Yes, obviously Rockstar and Take-Two put out a good product, but on top of that, they don't flood the market with Grand Theft Auto like Activision does Call of Duty. Yes, Call of Duty still sells well, even though every year it sells a little less and less. But eventually the fatigue of Call of Duty, where people are just fucking sick of it, is eventually going to happen. Whereas the Grand Theft Auto series, at the pace they go and how they take years and years to develop each game, and they make people wait for a new installment of the series, and that's why each installment sells so well. The Grand Theft Auto, almost said Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto is more than likely going to be an evergreen, where it's around forever if they keep pacing the games like they are, where they make people wait a few years for each new Grand Theft Auto game, because they aren't fatiguing people. They wait till people really want a new Grand Theft Auto. And what they do is smart. As much as I'm not a fan of DLC, they give some DLC, like The Lost and the Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony. They give you these rewarding DLC nuggets to keep people going and to keep people involved in the current Grand Theft Auto game, to keep them wanting more of it. It's brilliant what they're doing, and this is why Grand Theft Auto is such a success. Not only because they're quality games, like I said, but because they pace them right, and they make sure, because they aren't shoving Grand Theft Auto constantly down your throats like Activision is with Call of Duty, they make people want more. People want more because they make them almost go through like Grand Theft Auto withdrawal, where Call of Duty, it's just like, oh gee, there's another one out this year, joy. So Activision and Ubisoft, with your yearly bullshit releases, I know they're still selling, and I know numbers mean more than anything I could ever say, but look at Rockstar Games and look at Take-Two Interactive, and look how long look how good their track record is, and look how successful they've been for so long. It's because they know how to pace their damn products right. And whenever they release something, it sells like crazy. I know your investors don't give a crap and it's all numbers, and they want to make their money now, and they're not worried about the long term. They're worried about profiting now. But if you want to be relevant for as long as Rockstar Games and Take-Two Interactive have been, you should take some goddamn notes and cool off with all the yearly releases, because eventually people are going to get sick of them, and Call of Duty is going to be a pile of shit. Well, it already is a pile of shit, but it's going to sell like a pile of shit too. Alright folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one.